This is Snow, True W Shield, aka SnowRat, aka Frozen SnowRat, aka Golden SnowRat. I want to clear up some major things and tell a story by a story time with Snow. I just watched Michele Bachmann on a late night show, and I'm just gonna say this. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Michelle Obama and Barack Obama. I know a lot of people are gonna get upset at me about that, but I know a lot of stuff, and there's stuff I know stuff about Michelle Obama and Barack Obama that I know a lot about them. I know about their origin. I know about their souls. You know, so I'm gonna watch my tongue. About the things I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna watch my tongue. I'm gonna have the utmost respect for Michelle Obama. But she said that we can't we can't just do things off the cup or whatever. We can't just do things on the fly. And she was talking about how she's the first, and she has to set morals, and she talks about not installing fear and inspiring hope. Well, I'm just gonna clear things up, and this utmost respect for you, Obamas. I'm at a different level. I'm the rules that apply to all of you don't apply to me. I pretty much can do what I want. I have the whole entire divine armada that has that hails at my back. I have the head of the universe, Mother Divine, that constantly protects me. I'm going to explain to you some stories that are going to shock you. Explaining this. So the rules don't apply to me like you do. The only things that I cannot do, I cannot murder somebody, I can't rape somebody, and I can't steal, and I can't torture somebody. And what else? I can never ever hit an elderly, a woman, or a child, or an animal. And I can't do anything, on purpose to really hurt somebody. That's the only things that I can't do. And when it comes to a male, I can only fight back unless it's life or death, unless it's absolutely necessary. And that means I have to take a beating. I talk a lot of big game and stuff like that. I am. It is a true story. I am hella tough, and I am one of the best fighters in the city. But if a guy comes up to me, I hate to say this, but I have to take a beating. The only time that I can literally attack him is if it's life or death. And I don't know anybody who can take me on 1-on-1. So I mean, I don't like to say that, but that's the truth. If anybody comes at if anybody comes at me, I have to take a beating. Unless it's absolute life or death. And unless it's essential for me to fight back. And let me explain something. I for thousands upon thousands of hours I research different cities, different parts of the world. I know so much about so many places. I've been here in the region my whole entire life. I actually have a capture order on me, a major capture order on me. Literally armies. If for instance, if I go to like Russia, there will be an army that will try to capture me. If I go to Asia, there's certain things that I can't say of a family. There'll literally be like 20,000 people trying to capture me, all at once. There's a huge capture order on me. And let me, I'm bound to this region. I'm bound to this region until the full disclosure happens, and until the star people are integrated into our society. Then I'm allowed to travel and see the world. That's my dream since I was a kid. I research about all your cities. I research about Australia, Japan, China, Thailand, Vietnam, Korea, all the places, Europe, Scotland, Ireland, you name it, Russia, Ukraine, all the places in Africa, Sudan, West Africa, Congo. I research the Middle East. I research India. I research Australia a lot. And I watch a lot of documentaries on a lot of these places, and I really want to go see Iceland. I really want to go see the whole entire world, because I know deep information about every part of the world. I can probably the natives of of like, Japan or China or like England, like London, I can tell them stuff that will blow their mind about where they're, about their area. They're special. Every part of the world is special. The collectives are special. That's my dream someday. And I can't even go to Las Vegas. I can't even go to Los Angeles. And I really want to go to Los Angeles. I really want to go to Anaheim and go to the Comic Con and the BlizzCon. I really want to go to Las Vegas. I really want to go to New York City and have a hot dog. I want a Nathan's hot dog. I want to go to Coney Islands. I mean or that place where it has the carnivore, whatever. And I want to go to Florida. I want to go to Texas. There's so many places I want to go. I want to go to Canada. I want to go to Mexico. I want to go to South America and visit Brazil. Visit the places in South America. I want to go all over because I know so much about every place. But there's a capture order on me. There's a huge capture order on me. Anywhere I'm going, there's going to be at least like 20, 30,000 like serious people that are going to try to capture me. And let me explain to you why. About 2 months ago, I'm not going to say who, a very, very powerful family from the Dark Forces. This family nobody knows about. This is one of the oldest families. They actually, with the help of some alien beings, that they try to capture me in my area, my just a couple blocks from me. And that's as I was coming home. They had a black van and they're really trying to kidnap me. And then there's a van with about 10 or 11 like special forces guys. I actually thought the special forces guys were trying to capture me, but there's a thing that I do that I've been instructed to do, to a signal that I have to do them, and they have to signal back a signal called they have my 6. That's how I know if somebody's friendly or not. And I had literally 12 or 11 like super serious special force young guys, super fit, special force guys, that were staying really close to me in case this van of 6 or 7 serious people that I will not say who they are, these are some serious people too, and they're trying to capture me. Now here the story gets crazier. As I was going down the street, they were swerving through the streets and they were really trying to capture me. And I happened to be in front of me was a street that was a one-way, and there was cars coming, so they couldn't come up the street. So they were trying to go around the block, to try to intercept me. And as they went around, as they went across the street and went down halfway down the block, an Arcturian with the help of some other medium divine armada people, they pretty much decimated that van. They pretty much obliterated it. I just couldn't believe it. I never saw something like that before. It was literally insane. They just evaporated it. It was just one Arcturian. I just couldn't believe it. Okay, now it gets crazier. And I was looking up at the sky, and there was no joke. 3 massive Arcturian capital ships creating a perimeter around my where I live. This place I live. They were creating a perimeter around my live. 3 capital ships. I mean, these ships, they uncloaked and they were massive. It looked like a small city. And then there's like 8 smaller ships that were pretty massive. I mean, these capital ships look like a small city. They look like like they maybe look like the size of Grand Island. They were massive. And then the smaller ships were, I'm guessing, housed like 30,000-40,000 of their special forces. Arcturians. They had, and they created a perimeter around my place. One of them was to the south, one of them was to the west, and one of them was to the north. And they created a perimeter, and these ships were just massive. I've never seen ships this massive. I mean, I know they're Arcturians, because the Archangels were telling me these are Arcturians, getting in battle mode. And they told me not to worry, just go home and just act like. When I got home, no joke, for 4 hours to the east of me, I heard nonstop, gunshots, guns that I've never heard before. They're just like, they sounded like powerful guns. And then I heard bangs, like nonstop bangs for like 3.5, 4 hours. They were battling out. This group that I won't name, with the help of some dark aliens, they were really trying to capture me. And the Arcturians, I don't know how many. I've been told that they have, at all times, they have 45 to 90,000 of their special forces right above me. Ready to ready, and I have little dots that are constantly on my windows and my doors, constantly guarding me. And these dots, they can, these are beings that can warp into our reality and go to like 8 foot tall. And just for 3.5 hours and 4 hours, I just heard like just these rapid, gunshots like I've never heard before. This rapid, I sound like some serious fighting going on. And there's flash bangs, like just bangs. Like it wasn't like it didn't shake the apartment, but you can hear that it was I don't know what it was. It's a flash bang or a grenade, or I don't know what it was. And then at one point there was like a diseased cat. I don't know what it was. It was like a I don't know what it was. It sounded like a diseased cat at my window, like just growling nonstop. And then I just heard something, and it was gone. And so I mean, this is all true stories. So that's why I can't go travel. That's why I can't go places. So I'm stuck to the region, and it's sad because I want to go see the world. I want to see places, But there's a huge capture order on me. The reason why there's a capture order on me is because they're not trying to torture me. They're not trying to kill me. With the capture order, when they capture me, they're trying to program me to work for them, and then they're gonna release me, and then I'm basically gonna be programmed to work for them, because I'm a valuable point, and a lot of very powerful families and groups. They want to try to capture me and program me to work for them. They don't want to torture. They don't want to torture me. And actually, I've been killed before. I've been killed. And Mother Divine reset the reality, and she wiped these people that killed me. She wiped them from the reality. And actually, the giant royal white reptilians. One of them actually broke me. He telepathically broke my mind. I was gone for like 30 minutes until the angels and the archangels brought me back. And that was scary. That was hella scary because I literally, that thing broke my mind. And I turned around and I did something, and I pretty much killed it. I killed this royal giant reptilian, white reptilian, and they're powerful. I didn't realize how powerful they are. I've heard stories about them, but he actually broke my mind. He actually pretty much did me in for like 30 minutes, and the archangels and angels had to bring me back. And I owe them a life debt, so I have to do what they say because they brought me back. And so there's just some of the craziness, There's other craziness, I've had so many attempts on me to capture me, and I actually have, when I'm on the bus, sometimes there's like 3 or 4 like young, like super fit, these serious guys, with special forces tattoos, and they guard whenever there's word. And there's been a time when Walmart, some people were trying to get crazy with me. They're trying to capture me, and literally 3 SUVs pulled up into the parking lot and waited there, and they had, these SUVs were packed with some young serious special forces guys, ready to defend me, ready to protect me. And so this is all true stories. This is why I can't travel. You guys are always telling me that I should go travel and everything. I want to. I know so much about all the different places in the world. I know, I want to see the people. I want to say hi. I want to, make friends, and I want to learn more, about what they think, and, that's my dream, to travel, and I can't. I've been stuck here all my life, and, it's just, it's not sad, but it's just what it is. So I know this is a long video, but you folks had to hear this. I was told by Mother Divine that it's important that I get this out, because this is important information that you folks need to know about me. Because I'm your wings. You need to know everything there is to know about me. Even if it's off the cuff, you need to hear the real me, because you appreciate the real me. You don't you don't appreciate something that's stage. You know, if I spent a long time and I was practicing, perfect speech and perfect everything, you guys wouldn't respect me as much because it wouldn't be real. It wouldn't be off. You guys appreciate me because I do things off the cuff. I'm real and I'm honest with you folks. That's why you love and respect me. This is Snow, True W Should, aka SnowRat. Thank you very much.